Good morning, class. So we were discussing about the establishment of company power. Okay, how European established their companies in India. So first of all, we have seen about the Portuguese, then about Dutch, then about French. Now we are going to discuss about the English. Okay, Britishers. So by the charter from the Queen Elizabeth I of Britain on 31st December 1600, the British East India Company was established. Okay, beta? When British East India Company was established in India? In 1600. Okay, you can see in your screen Old East India House. Okay, East India House you can see on your screen. The British trader reached India in 1606-7 for the first time. The company sent its two ambassadors, Captain Hawkins in 1608 and later Sir Thomas Roe in 1650, to the court of Mughal Emperor Jahangir to obtain trade concession and to set up more factories at Agra, Ahmedabad and Bharuch. Okay. Okay, beta. Now on your screen you can see the two ambassador of the British. Okay. First is Captain Hawkins and second one is Thomas Roe. So at whose court they came? They came to the court of Mughal Emperor Jahangir, okay, for taking the permission of trading and establish more companies in India. Okay, beta. Jahangir granted them right to set up factories at Surat, Calcutta, Madras, Bombay and Mesulipatnam. Thus the company established its first factory in Surat in 1611 and made a huge profit in purchasing goods at low price in India and selling them at higher price in the European market. Okay. जहांगीर ने उन लोगों को कंपनी एस्टेब्लिश करने की परमिशन दे दी. कौन कौन सी सिटीज़ में? सूरत, कलकत्ता, मद्रास, बॉम्बे एंड मसूलीपट्टनम. सो फर्स्ट फैक्ट्री ब्रिटिशर ने एस्टेब्लिश की कहाँ पर? सूरत में इन 1611 में. ओके, व्हाट दे वर डूइंग? दे वर बाइंग गुड्स फ्रॉम द इंडियन मार्केट बिकॉज it was available at very low rate, cheap rate, and they were selling in the British market at higher price. In this way they are gaining more and more profit. In 1691 the English received a firman from the great Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb which exempted the British company from paying custom duties in Bengal. Okay, and what Aurangzeb did? Exempted means free, and custom duty means the tax which is imposed on foreign trade. ठीक है, फॉरेन ट्रेड पे जो टैक्स लगता है उसको हम कस्टम ड्यूटी कहते हैं. तो जहांगीर ने उन लोगों को फॉरेन टैक्स पे करने से, कस्टम ड्यूटी पे करने से फ्री कर दिया, एग्जम्प्ट कर दिया. अब ब्रिटिश इंडिया कंपनी को कस्टम ड्यूटी पे करने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. लेटर इन 1717 another Mughal emperor Farrukh Shah granted the firman extending the privileges to the British company in Gujarat and Deccan. This privilege helped the British in the extension of their empire because this proved the main cause of conflict with the native rulers. The British had political ambition, but they never gave up trade. Rather, they mixed politics with trade. They enriched their business whenever they gained political power in any part. The volume of trade increased manifold despite the fact that the British government imposed heavy duties on Indian goods. By the end of 18th century, the British had established themselves in the in India firmly. Okay. So beta, as I told, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb granted him free trade or free custom duty trade, and later on Farooq Shiar also allowed him to enter in the part of Gujarat and Deccan, and this was the mistake made by him. Okay, why? Because interest of the local ruler and British company started clashing. ठीक है, दोनों का क्लैशिंग यहाँ पर स्टार्ट हो गया था। एंड ब्रिटिशर्स जो थे बेटा, वो बिजनेसमैन तो थे ही थे, साथ ही साथ उनकी नज़र इंडिया के पूरी कंट्री पे थी कि किस तरह से हम इंडिया को अपने कंट्रोल में कर ले और पूरी इंडिया पे कब्जा कर ले। एंड ग्रेजुअली दे वर एबल टू सक्सीड इन देयर एम। ठीक है, धीरे धीरे उन्होंने क्या करा, डिवाइड एंड रूल की पॉलिसी की और पूरे इंडिया पे अपना कब्जा कर लिया। ओके, आई होप ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर क्लियर टू यू। Okay, now we are moving towards the Anglo-French rivalry. In the previous video I have taught about this. Okay, now we will discuss about it in detail. So beta, in the 18th century the British and the French got established as two major western power in India. Their trade competition forced the Portuguese and Dutch out of the Indian trade. Therefore, for nearly 20 years, from 1744 to 1763, the French and British fought the control of trade and territories of India. These were known as Carnatic Wars. Okay, दोनों कंपनियों के बीच 20 ईयर तक ट्रेड टेरिटरी के लिए लड़ाई हुई, वॉर हुआ, और उस वॉर को नाम दिया गया कार्नेटिक वॉर। ओके, सो फर्स्ट कार्नेटिक वॉर you can see on your screen, it was fought between British and Anglo or French in 1746 to 1748. In 1740, the Austrian War of Succession between Austria and Prussia broke out in Europe. In this war, England and France were at opposite sides. The war also spread to India. The first Carnatic War took place when French ship belonged to France. French governor Dupleix was destroyed by the British. In turn, the British settlement at Fort St. George in Madras was attacked by the French under the Joseph Dupleix with the help of a newly arrived French fleet, and was occupied by the French. The war in Europe ended in 1748, and as a part of peace settlement, Madras was resorted to the British. The war was indecisive, but it raised the prestige of Dupleix. Okay, Dupleix. Who was Dupleix? He was the French governor. Okay, and when war broke out between the two European countries, Austria and Prussia, British and French also started fighting against each other. Okay, but there was no result of the war, and after some time they had to make a treaty or agreement, okay, in which right of or territory of the Madras was occupied by the Britisher. Okay, second war between the two rivals was fought over the issue of succession of throne of Hyderabad and Carnatic. ओके बेटा, हैदराबाद और कार्नेटिक पे कंट्रोलिंग के लिए सेकेंड वॉर हुआ। किसके बीच में? ब्रिटिश और फ्रांस के बीच में। ए वॉर ऑफ सक्सेशन broke out in both these states. The French and British supported opposite groups in Hyderabad and Carnatic. The British supported Muhammad Ali in Carnatic and Nasir Jung in Hyderabad, while the French supported the rival candidate Chanda Sahib and Muzaffar Jung respectively. The French were defeated and Dupleix had to leave for France. This happened under the able leadership of Robert Clive, a young clerk in British East India Company. A peace treaty was signed. As per this treaty, French had to return all the territories captured by them. This war boosted the prestige of British and led to the establishment of British control over Carnatic. Okay, beta. This war took place to control the southern part of India. Okay, and in this war, British defeated the French, and French governor Dupleix had to go to the France. Okay, and British emerged as a great administrator or as a great force in this after this war. Okay. In the same manner, but after some time, Third Carnatic War also took place. Peace between the British and French was, however, temporary. 2 years later, another war broke out in 1756, known as Seven-Year War. The war was fought at Vendivash in 1760. The French force led by the Count de Lally were decisively defeated. The English captured Pondicherry and war was brought to close in 1763 by the Treaty of Peace. The Pondicherry was given back to French only for trade, and the French dream of building an empire in India was shattered. This war paved the way for the British to become master of India. Okay, beta. In 1758, Third Carnatic War started and it lasted long for 7 years. That is why it is also known as 7-Year War. In this war also, French had to face the defeat. Okay, but nobody defeated completely. ठीक है, पूरी तरह से फ्रेंच की हार नहीं हुई थी. फ्रेंच को हालांकि पीछे हटना पड़ा था और एक ट्रीटी साइन की गई थी. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस ट्रीटी, Pondicherry, okay, in Pondicherry only French can do their business. Okay, possessive right of the French in the Pondicherry was taken away. ठीक है, पौंडीचेरी के पे पूरा कंट्रोलिंग किसने कर लिया था? ब्रिटिशर ने. लेकिन ट्रीटी के थ्रू फ्रांस को वहाँ पर बिजनेस करने की परमिशन दे दी गई. ओके बेटा. और इस वॉर के बाद ब्रिटिशर इंडिया पे पूरी तरह कंट्रोल करने में सफल हो गए, इंडिया के बिजनेस पे. क्लियर? आई होप ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर क्लियर टू यू, ऑल दीज 3 Carnatic wars. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can ask. Thank you so much.